The Life Cycle of a Frog, a Bobby Cowman book. The Life Cycle of a Frog. Contents. What is a frog? A frog is a cold-blooded animal. Its body temperature changes as its surroundings change. For example, the frog above raises its body temperature by sitting in the sun. If the frog gets too warm, it can jump into cool water to lower its body temperature. The body temperature of a warm-blooded animal, such as a dog, stays about the same no matter how hot or cold its surroundings are. Double life. Frogs belong to a family of animals called amphibians. The word amphibian means double life. An amphibian lives part of its life in water and the other part on land. There are three groups of amphibians: Anura, Cecilia, and Caudata. Frogs belong to the Anura group. Anura means no tail. Caecilians have no limbs and look like worms. Newts and salamanders are caudatans. This caudatan is a newt. Fascinating frogs. Frogs have been on Earth for at least 190 million years. Today, there are about 2,800 species, or types, of frogs. They live everywhere on Earth, except Antarctica. Most frogs live in swamps and rainforests. They cannot live in or near salt water. The frog shown top left is an Asian leaf frog. The small frog on the flower is a reed frog. The three frogs above are tree frogs. Tree frogs have suckers on their toes that stick to slippery branches and leaves. Many shapes and sizes. Frogs come in all colors and sizes. Shape and color help some frogs hide from predators. The horned frog above easily blends in with fallen leaves. Poisonous frogs, such as the poison dart frog on the right, do not have to hide. Their bright colors warn predators to stay away. In water and on land. Almost all frogs live on land near ponds, streams, or rivers. They live on land because they breathe air, but water is very important to frogs too. Frogs are born in water, and they return to it as adults. They need water to keep their thin skin from drying out. The green frog below is a common frog that lives in the wetlands of North America. Some frogs, such as this wood frog, get water without living near a pond. These frogs live in holes in the ground or in rotting logs. They find water in puddles or in piles of leaves. What is a life cycle? All animals go through a set of changes called a life cycle. They are born or hatch, and then they grow and change into adults. As adults, animals make babies of their own. Most babies look like small copies of their parents when they are born. A frog does not look like its parents when it hatches. It hatches from its egg as a tadpole. It then becomes a froglet, and finally an adult frog. The frog's body changes completely during the 4 stages of its life cycle shown below. This total change in its body is called metamorphosis. From weeks to a year. All frogs go through metamorphosis, but some take much longer than others to become adults. Some frogs go through the 4 stages of their life cycle in a few weeks, but others take months. For example, it takes a whole year for a bullfrog to grow from a tadpole into an adult frog. Lifespan. A lifespan is the same as a life cycle. A lifespan is the length of time an animal is alive. A life cycle is the set of changes the animal goes through to become an adult that can make babies.